was slow on the draw, Michelle. I was slow on the draw.
Talking.
Man. Yeah, we got a lot to talk about. And look, we're over here blurry again.
We're blurry.
So
Despite
we're
the
blurry,
multiple times they've come out to look at the internet.
Yes, that is a big problem. So, I mean, we're crystal clear here, and we're blurry over there. So
it has been worse, though. So
don't jinx us, because it can get worse. Ain't that right? It can definitely get worse.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, so our internet, we live out in the country, DSL, it stinks. I'm so into looking at Starlink and possibly buying Starlink or getting on the waiting list for that. But so I was looking, was it Monday? Monday, I was looking and running a test, and it said, okay, you're getting 50 MBSs, your upload is 2. I was like, that's not good. So I looked on StreamYard, and it says the minimum is 7 to 10 is what it requests. So I call them out. They come out. We've lived in the same house for 9 years, the same house for 18 years. It's the end of gravel road, underneath the ground DSL. And they come out and they go, yeah, I think we got it fixed. You can go ahead and leave. We'll call you and let you know what the test results are. So I go back to work. Guy calls me and says, hey, you're running 50, and we got you up between 5 and 6. I was like, well, that's not bad. I mean, it's right there borderline if it's going to be blurry or not. But for the last 3 or 4 weeks, it's been around 2, and it's been bad. So it may get worse here tonight. Who knows? So I come home that day, test everything, and it is crap again. I mean, this time it's like 34
really
and
crap.
1.5. It's went worse. I mean, it's worse than what it was. So I'm back on the phone with them. The first time I was on the phone with them, I was on the phone for 2.5 hours. And I talked to somebody the whole time. I wasn't just on hold. 2.5 hours. I was like, hey, this house is 18 years old. You ran the line down here. When are you going to replace the line, go to cable or fiber? And it was like,
just fix it.
They told me, this is what they told me. You either have to move closer to the box or move away from wherever you're at. I mean, it's not going to happen. Basically is what they told me. So I call them back again. This time I was on the phone for about only 30 minutes, and they came back out again today. They said something about moving me to an E7. Some of those are technical will know. They said, we moved you over to an E7 last time, and there was too many people drawing off of that. So now we moved you back to the old system that's 20 years old, and it's a higher percentage, a higher upload and download. So
it just sounds like a nightmare.
Yeah, it is. So if we ever move again, and it will be to Florida if we do, or when we retire and don't want to have to mow the yard or anything more, it will be somewhere. Now, I really enjoy going out and just peeing out in the front yard or peeing in the backyard, but I'm going to miss that. But other than that, I got to have a computer. We got to be able to upload and download, right?
Yes. I just had a visual in my mind.
Did I say what see? I'm getting at the age now I start saying what I'm thinking. So I'm thinking like you go off the back porch and it's snowing or something. You just want to, I'm mowing the underwear. I love mowing in the underwear. That's just a revelation. Makes you feel.
We lost our very beloved dog a couple months ago, and our other girl is having a hard time with separation. So I have to go out there with her when she goes to potty. And the other night I was like, Mike, how'd you get her to go out so easy? He's like, I went out there and I peed with her. So they were both out there peeing.
Now everybody's going to think I'm a creeper for real, So no, it's about smelling, and she wouldn't go to the bathroom. So I said, I need to go and pee and mark the territory, and she'll come up and pee. And she sure enough did. Now, Joey, the male dog, he did that too, but Cheyenne now. So if you're ever this is old country thing here. So if you're having a problem with your dog going to the bathroom, just whip it out and pee right there, squat wherever you're at. I promise you they'll pee right behind you. I mean, I'm not going to do it in the living room. Just go outside.
I think we have.
If you live in a residential neighborhood, you may be in trouble.
I think we've deviated way away from where we should be. Okay.
All right.
Let's go back.
Yeah, we've really hit the. We've already lost 3 or 4 people that's watching. So they're like, "Oh my God, what freaking rednecks out there in North Carolina?" So, but yeah, we got great guests tonight.
Yes, I can't
Tase.Travel tour. Yeah. So we got Beth and Chris coming in. They're going to give us some updates on what they got going on. But hey, they were on the Sunshine too. Can't wait to talk about that.
They're going to tell us all about their channel, and
yes,
I can't wait to hear it.
Tase.Try.Travel. And Nightbot will be throwing up their somebody said hashtag whip it out. I come from the Devo, we whip it good. So yeah, Nightbot's going to throw up their link. Please sub their channel. Great channel. They're from the great state of North Carolina, which according to the Gilberts is really not a southern state. It's the north south or whatever.
South?
He says I'm really not the South, even though I don't think of Louisiana as the South because they don't have a lot of trees, I don't think. Do they? It's below sea level. I don't know. Some parts of it.
We're definitely in the South.
I don't know.
All you have to do is go to
According to the Gilberts,
Walmart.
we're not. According to the Gilberts, we're not.
Just go to the Walmart around here. You'll see how South we are.
I'm sure. Hey, when I was up in New Jersey not long ago, I couldn't believe how countrified some of that place was.
Really?
I mean, it looked like hillbilly central in some areas up there. Now, it wasn't, in the city area, but out towards Pennsylvania, where they filmed Friday the 13th, that's pretty country out there. Where Howie Cruises lives in that area. I mean, it's pretty rough. Not rough, but you know what I mean. All right, so let's go say hey to everybody in the chat, and then we're going to bring our awesome guests on here. And we got one video to show you that's 1 minute and 30 seconds long, and then we'll bring our guests Beth and Chris in. But we got the Traveling Gilberts in here. They hadn't been on a show forever until we bring them on, and then they're coming in here.
Oh, I see.
You know how it is. Works. Yeah, they trying to steal North Carolina.
Well, we still love y'all.
Yeah, we still love them. Yeah. Miss Brenda and Tom, Tase.Travel, I saw them in here too, but Tom and Brenda are in here, and they're getting ready for a cruise coming up. And we got Sea Leg in here, Rob and Chet. How y'all doing? Hope you're doing well. And Moonlight is doing some work. I'm working and listening. I got that. I do that half the time too, trying to get some of these vlogs in. Tase.Travelers, I said Tom, he's in the house. Cruising is fun anytime. I love the name of that channel. And I like your channel too, but I love that name of that channel too. Just Dave's in here. He's down there around Port Canaveral. And he'd reached out and asked, hey, you guys cruising out of here? And we're going to Charleston. So we got to hook up with Dave and Art and Peg sometime down there in the Port Canaveral area. Let's see who else we got. Michelle. Miss Holly's in the house. I hooked up with her brother and Messenger this week. We're going to party down on the Sunshine. I don't think we can hang with Beth and Chris like they did at Bar Crawl, but we're going to tear it up because we don't have a kid with us. So yeah, it's going to be lit. It's not going to be like I'm 21 years old again, but it's going to be, I don't think my body could handle that. Could you? Mr. Anthony's in the house. Good to see you, Mr. Anthony. He's a awesome moderator. We got a bunch of, give the blue some love in here today. Anybody in the blue, which is probably 3/4 of the people in here. Miss Carla's in here. Would love to meet her someday down in Florida going out of a cruise. That would be awesome. And if I miss somebody, there they are. Did I say them already?
Yes.
Look, they're saying hey to Betsy and them. See?
Well, where's Betsy?
Betsy's in here. Captain Billy's in the house. Good to see Captain Billy in here. And I did say Betsy, right? We got Mark in here with the Cruise World. Good to see them in here. Great video this week of him interviewing Cookie.
Yes.
I've never been on a cruise with Cookie, but I love that interview. Mark, you did an awesome job on that. Watched every bit of it. His answers at the end were hilarious.
I can't imagine how fun he would be.
He would be incredibly fun. And Traveler Bus, good to see you in here. It's the first time I've seen you in here. You may have been here before and I just missed it, but great to see you in here. Please ignore anything Michelle says tonight. She's already had 3 or 4 drinks.
I think it's the other way around.
There's Miss Betsy. She's in the house.
Hey, Betsy.
Hey, Betsy. Captain Billy J, I said that, Cruise World, Traveler Bus. I think we got them. Anybody else I'm missing here, Miss Michelle? Just yell at me and say, Mike, stop. Stop. Stop.
I will.
I did say, I said Sea Legs. I got them in here. Just Dave, I did. I got Anthony in here. I think that's maybe close to being it. I may be wrong. You never know. There it is. Yes. Love Miss Lauren. We met Lauren on the Sunshine. So she's got quite a few videos out. She's putting out on the excuse me, on the Carnival Sunshine. In fact, we picked a interior room, Lauren, based off your video that you showed us with interior on the Sunshine. So,
and I think it's going to be bigger than our aft balcony last time.
Yeah, that's bad when you ask smaller than the, Yeah, but go watch that video too. Let's don't get upset, Michelle. Let's
No,
don't
I'm
get
not.
upset.
I'm not.
We're gonna have fun on the
We're gonna
sunshine.
have the best
We
time.
are doing things we've never. There's Mr. Ronnie in the house with
Yes.
Life is Good Today. Next week on Thursday night, definitely hook up Ronnie's channel. Go watch him. We probably will not be going live. We'll be coming back that day. We could possibly, but definitely check Ronnie out. If I'm not
gonna be
mistaken,
tired.
he's announced that it's their last live show. They'll probably do some pop-up lives down the road, but life's gotten kind of crazy, and they're going to take a little break on it. So definitely go watch Ronnie's show next Thursday night at 9:00. And Nightbot's in here, and Miss Kathy Mills is in here. Good to see you, Miss Kathy. Marsha with CME's in here. How you doing, Miss Marsha? They've got a great morning show. You got to see that. Kurt's on there. He does a good job. Sea-Legs does too in the weekdays in the morning time if you want to see some good shows. I try to listen to them as I'm getting ready to go into my meetings, so I'm trying to get motivated to go into my meetings. Oh, the chat just jumped big time. Bet's dog. That's right, Bet's dog. TX is in the house. I'm cooking dinner, but I'm listening. Hello, everyone. Hey. Cook me something up.
Yes.
Cook me something up.
Brisket.
Give me some brisket dinner. Some that Texas barbecue. And there's probably Kurt with See Me Traveling. Good to see you in there, Kurt. There's Mike, the other half of Beach Please. Yes. And I think that's down at the bottom. I think we're down at the bottom. All right. So we're going to preface this. And then after this comes on, we'll say, hey, and then we'll bring in Beth and Chris. You know, I normally, when we go on a cruise, we drink a little bit. I mean, we don't like get sloppy drunk or anything like that. We're not a 15 drink limit or anything, right? We don't try to hit that limit.
No.
I mean, you know, we're kind of,
dead.
even though we're going to try to do the bar crawl, we're heading that up, and we're like the most non-person to head that up.
It's
we got
really
like 40,
funny,
we got 40 some people signed up for the bar crawl. I don't know. I mean, you might get 5 people get a drink in those 25, 30 minutes.
Gosh.
So we're going to be cheerleaders probably more than anything, cheering people on to drink. I will put some liquor into the tumbler and bring it with us. So in case we can't get a drink, we'll drink from the tumbler. But yeah, we got 40 some people signed up for the bar crawl. We posted Beth and Chris's video in our group page, and everybody was like, oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. And the next thing you know, they start signing up crazy. I actually posted that video before we did the sign up sheet, and everybody started signing up. But one of the most SCTs in the house, good to see SCT, Greg and Felicia. The most lit I've ever been on a cruise was in this video, and you'll see. You think my Southern drawl was bad now?
Gosh, it was so funny.
You wait till you see this. I just had gotten an iPhone 11. I didn't know if I got back on the ship with the iPhone 11 or not. And I was like, I'd pay $1,200 for this. But we are riding. Here I am, big and hefty, little bitty Anthony in the middle. Michelle's on the other end. We're riding a rickshaw back at Amber Cove, and
we laughed.
We laughed so hard, and
we still laugh about it.
And I pulled this video up doing a little short video today. So I'm going to show you this about a minute and a half long. We'll stop a little early. But this is Mike having way too many. And if you think the Southern drawl is bad now, you add the slur into this. And it's one of the most proud moments I have other than peeing outside with my dog. That's probably the highlight of my life. But here we go.
Ready for ice cream for the hot day.
Oh, this is more quicker. This is
so
more
awesome.
longer than we have walked.
Yes, he is awesome.
Would you have fun time doing this all day?
No,
Me
a
neither.
lot of work.
He deserves every.
He deserves it. He gets a good workout.
Yes, he does. He has the strongest leg muscles around.
What an awesome day. Yeah. Getting to ride in this, not even having to walk. We would have been all the way back there.
You can do it. Thomas the Train, you can do it. Thomas, come on, Thomas. Come on, Thomas.
Whew, I felt sorry for that poor guy. He probably had 550, 600 pounds on there. I was so drunk. I drank two buckets of beer. And then we went up to the Sky Bar and they had buy one, get one. I drank 2 or 3 up there. I mean, this was all in a 4 or 5 hour. I mean, it was bad. And now Michelle, if I start, she's like, remember Amber Cove. It's like the Alamo, remember Amber Cove. Oh gosh, that was the best sleep I've ever had though when I got back to the room. And it was not until I woke up that I was like, gosh, do I have my iPhone? And luckily I did. So, all right. So now we're going to have some fun and bring in Beth and Chris. Love their channel. You guys ready to go back there? Looks like they're ready to go. Yes, we're going to add them here. So welcome Beth and Chris for Tase.Try.Travel. Let's add them here. Hey.
Hello, everyone.
Hi. How are you?
I'm glad that Gilbert's let us borrow you for the night.
Yes.
You know, I mean, I'm really.
Thank you, Gilbert.
It was very nice. We had to bribe them, but we felt it was worth it. So
I had to send them $99.99 just to get you on here. So I don't know how much they got out of you for it, but it was $99.99.
You got a deal on it. Hold on.
So, hey, I know a lot of people probably have seen your channel before, and I'd like to just start off, kind of open the floor up, and you guys, let us know about. Of course, we know your names on here, but a little bit about your channel, what you like to do, where you live, all that kind of good stuff, kind of to get it out there. Nightbot's going to be throwing your link in here to sub to your channel, but give us kind of a little bit about your channel and how it got started.
Sure. Let me say thank you to the moderators.
Yes.
First of all.
Yes.
Thank you for everyone watching. We're happy you're here.
Exactly.
We don't do this very often, so.
Oh, you're pros. I can tell already.
I'll start.
You want to start? Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So, we have been married 23 years now and
Awesome.
have traveled the world together. It was in 2018 that we thought about doing a channel because we love watching everyone else on YouTube.
Exactly, but
didn't do anything about it.
Didn't do anything about it. Just went on with life and work and stuff like that.
Got busy working. And then in 2019, for our anniversary, we did like this epic trip where we went to Ireland and we spent 3 weeks on a transatlantic cruise, which was amazing. And we actually did film planning on starting a channel. So we did a lot of filming there.
That was going to be our first
big trip
series that we put out on our channel.
And then we didn't quite get a chance to start it right away. And then in 2020, I was diagnosed with breast cancer, and it took a good year of going through treatment and surgeries and recovery. And kind of during that time, we had some really good conversations about, listen, when we're like back, let's not just jump back into work, and I know this phrase gets used so much, but we really told ourselves we're going to live life. And so we're not going to make work like the most important thing. We're going to travel. That's what we love to do. We're going to start our channel. And, I think I shared on one of the videos that premiered a couple weeks ago. It's just been so good because it's forced us to travel and to get healthy and to try to lose weight and all that stuff that we want to do in life. So that's kind of how our channel started. I was on my own for the Mardi Gras. And
the Mardi Gras came up. That ended up being our first series.
Anybody out there who's wondering, Chris is the professional as far as video and editing and knowing what to do in front of the camera. And he just handed all the equipment to me and said, go down to Florida, film, and we're going to start our channel.
Here's the record button.
It's like you got to sink or swim.
I didn't know what I was doing. It's really hard to watch those videos sometimes, but okay. So if any creators out there know, you have to film a lot of footage, right? To end up with a 20, 30-minute video. I think I filmed like 4 or 5 hours worth of footage per day. I was like, I didn't know what I was doing. So I just came home and dumped it all back in Chris's lap and said, here you go, make some videos out of it.
Go for
And
it.
he tore his hair out trying to figure out how to make a
They
video.
were good.
So.
No, they were good. There's a lot
And
to
then
work
we
with.
kind of just are learning as we go. So, but we're happy to be here and to be with this group. It's fantastic. I know I joined you guys on Facebook, and we're just trying to get out there and share the message that no matter what you're going through, make sure you take time to live. Don't work your life away. You
That's
don't
a
know how
great
long you
inspiration.
have.
I mean,
Yes.
You don't know how long
story,
your partner
testimony is great.
has. Yeah, exactly. So get out there and have fun. And that's kind of what we try to do. We do games a lot in our social life with our friends and family. So we try to bring that aspect to our channel and really show how much fun you can have cruising. So I guess that's kind of where we started and what we're about. And that's how we're here today.
Yeah.
So
That's the one thing I know a lot of people that watch your channel is so fun. It's uplifting. And that's what I get out of it when I watch it. And I'm sure a lot of people do is you don't let anything hold you back. And, here recently we got back we're going back on the Sunshine and I was thinking about, inviting you guys on. We saw your Sunshine vlog come back out and I was like, or where you went on Sunshine, I was like,
yeah,
let's watch their video. And so Chris, the bar crawl, do you think you'll ever do that again? If you haven't seen that video, go back and watch them do the bar crawl. And you said you did that in 2 hours. We have ours. We got 9 bars scheduled in 3 hours, not 2 hours.
Behind the scenes of our bar crawls.
First of all, I would definitely do it again because I don't really drink, so I don't really try a whole lot of drinks. And that's a way to force me to try them. And I found out that any drink that's green, I love.
Okay.
I love green drinks. I don't know what.
Doesn't matter what's in it.
I don't know what it is about the color green in a drink, but could be that I ordered them later in the bar crawl so that everything was starting to taste pretty good. But I would definitely do that again. But behind the scenes, like Beth was saying,
he cannot handle drinks. He cannot handle them. It's so funny.
I mean, Beth looked like a professional. I was like watching Beth, and I was like, Beth's like, she's handling this. And then Beth even says,
good.
You're not going to make this, Chris, or you're not going to make it. You said something to that effect, and I was like, he may not.
Well, when we were on the seashore, we did 18 bars, and it took us from 9 o'clock in the morning until 10 o'clock at night. So we had it spread out, and there were meals and naps in that one. But on the Sunshine, we just bam, bam, bam.
There was on the Wonder, there was naps, there was intended naps, and there were unintended naps. Sorry, on the seashore, where I fell asleep on a black or slot machine.
You fell asleep on a slot machine. That's cool. So I think I was hearing you said now that was the first. Chris, was that your first Carnival ship in many years? And when you went back out in the Sunshine?
Yes. We had gone on, we've been on probably before the Sunshine. We'd probably been on 4 Carnival cruises.
Yeah.
But the last one was probably 2010,
it's a long time
11,
ago.
Something like that. And it was just,
we had such a hard time on it. The food was not great. The guests were not great. We just left with such a poor opinion. And we're just like, oh, we don't want to do Carnival again.
Well, it was just like we were thinking, if we're going to spend the money and we didn't enjoy it that much, then we'll just go to other cruises. So that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
And then Beth went on the Mardi Gras and
loved it. That changed my mind about Carnival. I had such a fantastic time on that.
So she talked me into,
dragged him.
Really wasn't hard. It's a cruise, but she talked me into going on Carnival, and we went on Sunshine, and night and day.
Yeah.
From our previous experience.
Well, I think they've improved a lot, especially over the last couple, it's been 10 years since, he had been on one. So,
I mean, it's an older ship. We get it. We haven't been on any of the new ships, but it was our favorite ship so far with Carnival. We're going on the Horizon in January of next year. We've only went Carnival. We definitely have in 2024, because we got 2023 almost booked up. We got 4 cruises booked up. But in 2024, we do plan on trying maybe Royal, Celebrity, possibly NCL. Now I did see your Wonder of the Seas videos. I've been watching those too. That looks like a lot of fun. So what's your thoughts? We'll go back to the Sunshine a little bit, but what's your overall thoughts? And there's a video they have on their 3 likes and 3 dislikes, which really 3.4. You got to go watch that video too, because that's a good video. But man, that Wonder of the Seas is so massive. I think it was in one of your videos. It shows them right beside. I think maybe when he was in. I don't know. It wasn't outside, but
Freedom of the Seas. Yeah.
Freedom of the Seas, and I was like, man, it looked a time and a half bigger than the other one, almost double the size.
Yeah, it was big.
So we went on Freedom of the Seas when it was the largest ship.
We went on the
at
inaugural
sea.
for that.
Yeah, the inaugural for that one when it was the largest. And then we went on Wonder the inaugural when it was the largest. And with them sitting right next to each other, it was hilarious because the Wonder it looks twice as big. It's not twice as big, but it looks twice as big as the Freedom. And back when we were on the Freedom, we were like, this is gigantic, you know?
Yeah.
So it was kind of, it's something else. It's like a little city unto itself. It's like a skyscraper, fell
that
over.
Central Park area that you talked about on there looked incredible. The Central Park area looked incredible on that.
That was, excuse me, that was one of my favorite parts of the ship, because not only did we have a balcony overlooking Central Park, but it was it's like, I think I said it somewhere, it's a unique space to cruising. There's no other place like that on a ship anywhere in the world, that you have just lush
Real
trees and birds piped in.
Yeah.
So it sounds like there's birds on there, but every night they would have live music out there. So you could go sit out there and enjoy some coffee or, whatever beverage you would like to enjoy, and listen to some live music or get a pizza. The pizza place was right there. And then up on our balcony, we could sit out on our balcony and listen to the live music too. It was wonderful. I loved that. Absolutely loved it.
We're going to kind of hit you up with both of y'all up with some softball questions. What is your favorite? I mean, how many cruises have you been on total? And to date, what is your favorite ship? I know a lot of people are like, well, all of them's my favorite ship, and I get that. But if you had to pick just one, what is your favorite ship today?
Can we even remember how many cruises we've been on?
We were talking about it earlier, but I'm sure it's between us into the 40s. Probably we've been on 20 some odd together. So,
Oh, wow.
So, but it's hard to remember. Exactly.
I knew you were going to ask that question,
especially as we get older.
And part of me says that I love any ship that I'm currently on. But I think we talked about it and decided. Did we decide Princess?
Well, I think Princess is my favorite line.
Yeah.
And here's why. They have the, what's it called? Medallion.
The medallion.
Medallion tech, where they give you a little thing that, tracks where you go and opens your doors and pays for things. It's mind-blowingly easy. Whoops. I lost everything.
We're still here. Can you see us?
Sorry.
Yeah, we can see you and hear you.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So
talk about Medallion while I fix this.
We love the technology
there
on
we go.
it. We love the food. It was really super consistent dining room buffet. So I think, as we keep going, we keep exploring more. But quick answer to that is probably the best line, I think, is Princess. But I really love to cruise on a lot. So.
Yeah. I get back to the Medallion really quick. It just makes everything so easy and effortless.
Yeah.
And it's so nice to have the little app on your phone. You're sitting we were sitting in the wine bar, and Beth said, I want some French fries to go with my wine. So you just ordered some French fries, and they know where you're at. So they just bring you a plate of French fries.
That's really cool.
Down. I was saying when we were on it that in the movie WALL-E, where all the people are like, they've been in on a cruise so long in space that they're all now parked in Barca loungers and don't get up and move and stuff like that. I said,
That's
we're
the
getting
future.
dangerously close on Princess to that, because they just bring you stuff wherever you're at. You don't have to move. So, but I love Princess. I love Holland America.
Yeah.
We were on Holland America many years ago, and we haven't been on it in probably 12, 13 years.
Yeah.
But
Hmm.
we
Hopefully
have
soon.
such fond memories of that I really want to get back on Holland America. But once again, it's whatever cruise you're on at the time, of course. That's
I
your
fell in love
favorite,
with the Mardi Gras, so we're gonna try to get on the Mardi Gras.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get on the Celebration. So lots of ships still to try.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'd love to try that. I mean, with Royal, I want to try that Wonder probably. I've heard Freedom of the Seas. A lot of people love Freedom, even though it's a little bit older. So with Princess, I mean, that's Carnival owns that, right? That's still a Carnival.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering why, technology-wise, why has Carnival not?
Oh no, that's.
I mean, I know
curious.
it's the Walmart, I guess. No. The video we did last week on the last week
Yeah,
live.
Yeah, we watched that.
There's 350 views on that. I mean, people, I guess, were really thinking, but I
It's
don't
a
understand why they didn't use that technology down, on the other Carnival ships,
Yeah.
But I don't know, other than to make it, something exclusive that can draw people to Princess. But I think it would draw people to the entire line if they are to introduce it to the entire line. Because it really is, when you get on there, it's a game changer. You're like, wow, I wish this was.
So there's no signing anything.
No signing anything.
Even
you don't even have to get out your medallion. You just walk up to the bar and say which drink you want, or whatever you're doing. If you're going to a restaurant, they already know that you're there because it comes up on their little, tablets that
That's pretty cool.
You're approaching. So they already know you're there, and they just hand it to you, and away you go.
Even when you're at a restaurant that's a pay restaurant, like when you go to one of the specialty restaurants, you're not even presented with a check at the end, which is, it felt really nice. It felt like you were always.
I never understood that on like Carnival. Why they even give you a receipt? I mean, unless you're going to add $1 to it. I mean, especially those that have like the drink package, or you've already paid for your especially dining in advance. I mean, why do you need? I mean, I can understand. Hey, I want to get gratuity added to it, but I mean, really, is it needed? I mean, just
exactly.
Well, we like to do that too, because we like to, these guys work hard. The crew works hard on the ship, so we like to do that. But we just went around at the end of the cruise and just gave tips out then. So, and it just made the cruise it literally felt seamless. Like you got on, everything was just like a normal life, except you're on a cruise and enjoying.
Got lots of free stuff.
And then you got back off, and it was so nice.
Yeah.
You didn't have to visit guest services. It was, it was just wonderful. So that's why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we've heard Holland, Princess, Carnival, Royal. Is there any other ones we missed?
Norwegian.
That y'all went different lines? Norwegian.
Norwegian.
Been on a lot of Norwegian ships.
Yeah, a lot. Yeah, we sailed on them a lot at the beginning. We were gonna say maybe Seabourn is our favorite, but I don't know if we'll afford to go on one of those.
We wish we could say that Seabourn was our favorite.
So with all, Michelle, you got a question you want to ask him? So you're turning red. I threw you on the spot. See, I'm always the one talking.
You were,
And everybody says Mike never lets Michelle talk. He doesn't let her talk. And then you're turning red when I say, "Hey, you got a question for him?"
I did have one a little while ago, and now I can't remember it. But you kept talking, and I couldn't get a word in.
All right, food. Let's talk about food, right? Because we're food and travel.
Yes.
Even though some think it's food alcohol travel, we don't drink it much. So food-wise, what's your favorite line so far that you've ate total food-wise? I know you had some really good experiences here recently, but food overall?
1, 2, 3. MSC.
I missed the beat. I'm so sorry. We were so surprised. Anyone out there who hasn't cruised with MSC, they have kind of this weird, like, up and down reputation. Like, it's some good, some not. Their food was fantastic.
Like, are they the target of cruising?
The target, yeah. And I know they're not considered like, one of the, big ones, but we had such a good time on that. And their main dining room food every single night
Great.
was amazing. And I never really had that much luck on other lines.
Their buffet was great, even though it was extremely limited, but I have a feeling that was just because it was limited
the bread
capacity while we were on there, but it was
bread.
wonderful.
Yes.
The pizza, the bread, the sandwiches, just great. I mean, we were so surprised.
They're the one cruise line across the board who's had fantastic food.
Yes.
So, Mark, I'm sure for adults, this is good food.
I just saw that. I just saw his comment.
12-year-old.
It does. They do
some weird things. I do agree with you. There are some weird things.
They do weird things, and they're not afraid of some flavor, some vinegars or heats, peppers or spices. They're not afraid of that for sure. So yeah, it's if you like hot dogs, they have hot dogs, but they also have other things too, which I'm thankful for because I like a good hot dog every once in a while.
I think it was the biggest surprise for us because we were not expecting much. So yeah.
I mean, we'd seen all the videos on YouTube that, probably 75% of them, well, maybe not 75%, but a lot of them, they don't like MSC. So we weren't expecting much when we went on it.
Yeah.
We really liked MSC.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the thing we've talked about was, it just so happens our son, he's about to turn 12, so he's getting to the point now where he doesn't care to go to Camp Ocean anymore. But when he was younger, going on Carnival, he knew the routine. Yeah. Camp Ocean, he knew. But now he's getting a little older. He doesn't want to go in there, so we're going to.
Doesn't want to be childish.
He don't want to be childish. He wants to be like a teenager or preteen or a tweener or whatever you want to call it. But so. We have definitely talked about going out and trying Royal and some other, Celebrity maybe. I heard Celebrity has really good food too. And
I've heard, that's one line we haven't been on yet. Yeah.
Okay. So you guys also kind of going way back here. You said you live in Asheville. Are you originally from this area or where are you originally from?
I'm from Arizona. Chris is from Florida. Our entire married life, we've lived either in Florida or Arizona. And at one point, Chris said, I want to live somewhere with more than one season.
Really, I said, I want to not sweat.
I get you.
And so
Asheville's a really cool Asheville's a really cool hip area. I mean, it's they got a lot of nice places to eat, little bars, the distilleries, the wineries.
So how did y'all land in North Carolina?
Yeah, what made you pick, okay, I'm going to North Carolina if you want not to sweat?
I literally, I Googled what city has the weather that's closest to England. And Asheville came up. And that's where I started and suggested.
Listen, it was a suggestion.
Let's look at Asheville. Just putting it out there. Let's look at Asheville.
I'm in the hospitality industry. I've been in that since I was 15. So I was able to get a job here in the hospitality industry. And so that was the only reason we ended up moving here is because I got a job. So we've been here a couple years and it's fantastic. We really like North Carolina.
We love North Carolina. We were driving to lunch the other day and I said, I enjoy Arizona at times. I enjoyed Florida at times. I feel at home.
We feel at home in the mountains.
Yeah. With the crazy people at Asheville.
That's the one thing when I've lived here pretty much our whole life and we're talking about moving to Florida because we're trying to get away from the cold weather.
Yeah.
Eventually. But that's the one thing we've talked about was, I'm still a country boy at heart.
Yeah.
I like seeing the green trees, the mountains, and there's nothing like up Asheville around, Black Mountain. Going up to the Smoky Mountains and just
driving on the Blue Ridge Parkway. Yeah.
Yeah, the Blue Ridge Parkway, the Appalachian Trail, all that is just, I mean, it's just beautiful.
And we live in an incredible place where we can go west and go to the mountains.
Yeah.
We live pretty much in the middle to the western side of the state. So we could go to the beach or, the Outer Banks. So
we're in the middle. We're 3.5 hours from the beach, and we're 3.5
Yeah.
hours from the Smoky Mountains. And we're only 45 minutes from the Blue Ridge Parkway up north towards Sparta or the Virginia line. So, but we know all about Asheville, the Biltmore House. I love the Biltmore House. That's an incredible. I'm sure y'all been there before, since you've been up there, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
It's gorgeous.
Love the gardens there.
We feel very lucky to be here. Yeah.
Cool deal. That's awesome.
Yeah.
We were talking a little bit earlier about the sunshine. There may be some people in here because I invited some people from our sunshine group in here. There may be a few watching on here. We've seen your video on the bar crawl on the sunshine. I think we saw the one you had from Nassau. Was you on the sunshine when you went to Nassau?
Yes. Yeah.
That was a cool vlog too. I got up early because Ronnie said, "Hey, they got a vlog that premieres at 7." I thought it was 7 Eastern time. He's talking about it's really 8. It's 7 there. So I got up intentionally to get on Sunday morning to watch that, and I was like, Ronnie's talking about 7 his time.
Oh,
I think Louisiana has their own time.
They're their own
Yeah,
time.
those people are down there.
Let me tell you this though, Mike. I think you win the prize for the most videos on one trip. I think we all have something to live up to on that. Like you've set the bar really high.
My goal is to get, I've got 33 on the sunshine or 32.
So impressed.
My goal is to get
that.
50.
He's like, we gotta watch his and figure out how to get that many.
Exactly. That was
notes on his phone.
I've already got my notes for the next this one coming up. I've got like all these notes of ones I've missed. This is something
he has a light bulb.
Oh yeah, I'm like already trying to I want to buy liquor in Nassau and I want to buy liquor on the ship. And I've been looking on to see if I can find a video that shows you how to do that process. I haven't seen it yet. So there may be one out there. That's going to be a video.
Because we've never done it before.
Anything to do with embarkation does well. So we're going to do a new embarkation video going in, see if we beat our time from last time. But the bar crawl.
We love it. It's so creative. We love it.
Yeah.
And what we noticed too, though, and we're not near as big as, we're still got a small channel. We've noticed over the years, the last 2 or 3 years, that we like watching sometimes smaller videos or shorter videos. We used to put out 30 and 40-minute videos.
It's hard, yeah.
And people's attention spans and we noticed the average, I look at the analytics of our videos and what the average person watches it. So I'm trying to get that down to closer to that average watch time on the video. So we made video all day long. And I go back and look at my footage after all and say, what can I get a video out of this of? Let's just say we're going to walk around deck 9. Or let's go say we're going to walk around deck 3.
Yeah.
Just do a point of view video. Let's just throw it up there and see what it does. And sometimes it may get 1,000 views. You never know.
Right. No, it's great. I just want to make sure to tell you we love that.
Yeah, I think that's beyond creative, and that's wonderful that you get so much.
I don't plan them out like you. I mean, Chris, I love. That's one thing. If anybody watches their videos, or if you have before, Chris, you doing an outstanding. Beth, you do a great job too. But y'all doing an outstanding job on your editing. Maybe there's a lot of creators that are in here. Do you mind telling everybody, number one, what kind of cameras you use? The software you use, even mics if you're using certain mics. But there's a lot of creators in here. I'm sure they'd love to hear what you do. But I love, for example, on one of your videos recently, the beat of the music, how you flashed it. I mean, I pick up on stuff like that. I can't do it myself, but I saw how you did it, how the beat of the music, every time the beat hit, you flashed a different scene. And I love stuff like that. But you mind sharing a little bit with us?
Yes. Absolutely. Anybody that watches our videos and has questions, they certainly can ask. I don't mind sharing at all. And let me thank you too for saying that. But let me just say, this is definitely, Beth likes to point at me, but it is definitely a team. I do the physical editing. She tells me what looks good, what doesn't look good. She's the director.
I tell them what to do all the time in life and in videos.
So I wanted to keep it pretty simple for our camera, but still have a decent quality. So we use the Sony ZV-1. For anybody that might be interested, it's, I think you can get them for like $500 now, and it's pretty nice footage. We do a lot of B-roll with our iPhones. We have Pro Maxes there, so we have the little bit better cameras. We wanted to get that since we're going to use it on with our Sony footage. The microphone we use, my favorite investment that we've ever done in the channel is that microphone. It's a Sennheiser MKE 200. I've
never heard of that.
It's a wonderful microphone. We were using I can't even remember the name, but it was just
cheap.
Yeah, it was a cheap microphone. And
this is not a cheap microphone.
Well, it wasn't super expensive. It wasn't cheap, definitely. But the wind noise would always get in the way of what we were saying, and I don't really like that. When I went to school, they kind of taught you do your sound first, then do your video. If people can understand and enjoy hearing stuff, they're going to be engaged in what's being shown them. So I always am looking for ways to improve the sound and the music and stuff like that. So it's an MKE 200. It picks up who's behind. It's really just made as a shotgun, but I did a lot of research and found that it picks up speaking behind it very well, and a little bit louder everything that's in front of it, and everything through the sides it mutes by 20 dB probably. Wow. And it's just wonderful in the wind. I mean, the wind has to be hitting that microphone at 20 miles an hour from the front for you to hear that wind. So it's just a wonderful microphone. So sorry, I'm making this go on too long. I use Premiere.
That's okay. I'm just drinking.
As editing, and After Effects for all the little fun stuff that I try to throw into our videos. I'm trying to learn After Effects, so I'm trying to throw that into our videos every once in a while. It's kind of a effect program, so putting special titles or putting our logo into a scene or something like that. So
is this what you do for a living?
It is what I do for a living. Okay. Yes.
Because you're very knowledgeable.
Oh my God, that's not fair. That's not fair.
We're cheating.
That's like me doing food reviews and I eat all the time. It's not fair.
He does a lot of freelance stuff, so he makes sure to give plenty of time for the channel to get this in. Yeah.
He does freelance stuff.
He spends a lot of time doing this.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the scene, I think, where you got the ship and the water coming up and your logo coming in. And you really got some great stuff. I really do enjoy watching the artistic part behind the scenes. Some people aren't into stuff like that. And I think Mark made a comment earlier about the sound. And that's one thing that, that's why I hate to say it. I do sometimes so many voiceovers because the wind in a cruise or something like that, I don't like to hear that sound. But a lot of people, like even me at work, I'll run YouTube videos in through my headset or playing while I'm doing other work, kind of multitasking, but I may not watch it as much as I'm hearing it. And if the sound is bad, then I'll end up going to something else. I mean, that's the whole thing with podcasts. And, you kind of got into the murder mystery stuff here recently that was podcasts you were listening to.
Oh, yeah.
They kind of gave you an idea that, hey, let's do some crime mysteries on cruise ships. And a lot of people, I've heard people, message me behind the scenes and say, hey, we listen to it on the way to work. I don't watch it, but I listen to it. And that makes a huge difference.
Well, I listen to it at work too. I mean, I can't watch it, but I oftentimes will have one going in the background listening too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. For all my other Star Wars nerds out there, I am a huge one. George Lucas, when he made Star Wars, he was so dissatisfied with the sound in movies that he made his own technology. He did that for a lot of
studios,
movies,
right?
But exactly. So I mean, it's just so important. The sound is so important. You're exactly right.
Yeah. So something else we were talking about before you came on, and we were talking about the sunshine. And you guys have something coming up really cool. I think a video or something coming up on the sunshine. Can
First,
you tell us a little bit about that? Because we may want.
We're excited.
We're excited, and we may try to jump on that one ourselves. But this is a really cool idea. It kind of, I told you ahead of time, it kind of reminded me of what Tom and Rhonda did for the Traveling Gilberts on their Mardi Gras. But tell us a little bit about this type vlog you got coming out that sounds really cool.
Yes.
So-
First, I read the comments, everyone, real quick, and he's not for hire. I'm not giving him out. Okay.
So this vlog will come out in 2 weeks.
Okay, in 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
So we're trying to come up, kind of like you, Mike, right? Like we're trying to come up with some interesting things to do. And what do you do on the private islands? Like sometimes it can get repetitive, right? Because you just sit at the beach, and who wants to watch you just sit at the beach, right? So we're trying to be creative and come up. And we came up with the idea of doing a actual treasure hunt. So this video will come out in 2 weeks, and we kind of walk through like us doing it a little bit. Yes.
let me just say, it's actual treasure.
It is actual treasure.
It is
We
gold
hid, yes,
treasure.
we hid actual treasure on Half Moon Cay. So we're kind of trying to do
Wait. Michelle, to start taking notes at this point.
This is recorded.
Okay, yeah, but it's 2 days, and our audio may stink. I don't know.
That's right. So in the video, we show you the process that we go through, but we come up with a riddle. And so our kind of thought was we'd love to have anyone who goes to Half Moon Cay follow the riddle, find the treasure, maybe take one gold coin. They're dollar coins, okay? So like, don't get too excited here. Take a coin. Let us know on any of our social media that you found it. Hopefully you'll leave the rest for someone else to find. Maybe you'll take it all. I don't know.
Take it all.
Be a pirate and
You know
take
what?
it all.
Yeah, exactly.
So we wanted to read a riddle because we know you guys are going on the sunshine. We know you're all going to be
and we're
there.
going to Half Moon Cay, which is our favorite.
And we thought we would give you guys the first chance in order to find it. So you have to let us know. Okay.
It's not, if you follow this riddle, it's not hard, in other words. So,
Well, I'm from North Carolina, and I've been here my whole life, so it can't be too hard. I'll never find it. Unless it smells like barbecue, I won't be able to find it.
And I did bring my shovel to bury, and then we decided it wasn't probably a good idea to actually bury because we didn't want people digging stuff up. Maybe not good for the environment. So, all right, ready? Here we go. Oh, do I need to I needed a pirate hat. Oh, well. First, you must get your feet wet. Then turn to the east, and I'll make you this bet. Blackbeard was known for taking lives. But where would he go if he wanted to take wives?
Sounds like
Find the cornerstone. It's there for sure. Look under the rocks for your shiny treasure.
I know where
And
it's
that's
at.
it.
I know where it's at. I'm not going to say it. I know
No,
where
you
it's
got to
at.
get your feet wet first.
Got to get my feet wet first. So you got to go
Yeah.
through the stages of this. I
Yeah,
know
you
where it's
got to
at.
follow it or else you won't find it. So please let us know. I hope you guys, anyone out there,
We may do a
have fun
vlog
with
on
it.
this, and we may go back and cut this out. No, cut
no
this
one else
part
can
out
find
of
it.
the hints. Do the vlog. I mean, hey, I got to get up to 50, right? So we can make like a 5-part series out of this.
There you
Part
go.
1's getting our feet wet. Part 2's doing this. Part 3's and we can get up
You're
to 50.
making him worse.
right on. Yes.
But
I
we
love
hope
that
you guys
idea,
have
though.
fun.
We actually thought about that. I kind of brought it to Michelle a while back. I was like,
That
What?
is so fun.
and I kind of got the idea from what the Gilberts and what Tom had did. And Tom also has like these rocks that he leaves sometimes, like the frog
Yes.
rocks.
Yeah.
But I was like, man, that would be cool to kind of do a treasure hunt.
Yeah.
You know, because we live the whole show, the Outer
That'd be
Banks. You know, and we live here in North Carolina, and they're, you know, the whole Outer Banks show trying to find a treasure. And I was like, man, that'd be fun
Right.
to do that on one of these private islands. So
Yeah, so we're thinking that as we kind of go through our cruises, like each of the private islands that we go to, I think we're going to try to do that and kind of make it, just something fun. We can just kind of interact with you guys. And so you'll be able to comment on our video or really anything and just let us know if you found it.
Yeah, be fun.
I love it.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. And
That is so fun.
yeah, that does sound like a lot of fun. So hopefully nobody watches this that's only going to have a key tomorrow. We will be there next Monday.
Mhm.
Yes.
We will be there Monday.
Well, I
So
hope
we
you
may
find
leave a
it.
hint if we find it, if
Yeah.
treasure has been found or something. But if we do find it, we will not take it all. We will not do
Okay.
that.
No.
And in fact, we may leave something back in there with it. That would be even
We
cool.
could add to it.
We could add to it.
You got it. Yeah.
With me and my redneckness, we could leave like a Miller Lite cap or something.
Oh,
in
my
there.
There you go. Take the coins and leave a beer cap.
We're going to leave a beer cap in there, or we may even leave. I mean, what kind of gimmick would that be? Here's a beer bottle opener to leave back in there. I would take the gold though.
But
Next time.
That would
That's
actually
a
be
very
really
small
cool.
treasure box.
Oh, it's in a treasure box.
Oh, I can't
That's about
say. Erase that.
What?
I can't tell them what size it is.
Why?
Oh yeah. Don't do that.
That would be really fun,
big.
though, if people would leave some of their merch. Each time they found it, they would leave something. And
Right.
then when y'all return later on, you would see all the people that had left stuff there. That would be cool.
That's a great idea. I'm sorry we didn't think about that before.
Hey, we're still your idea. We'll put
something
we're good
there.
at stuff
for
like
it.
that, stealing ideas and going our own way with it, and then saying it's ours. So
We are
Go
not.
for
So that's really cool. Thank you for informing us about that.
I'm
We
so
may get to-
excited.
I'm excited too, and
Good luck.
we would need to say anything till after their video comes out.
But we're
though.
not going to say a word.
Okay. All right.
You do the video editing and putting it out, so
All right.
we're not saying a
So
word.
I was going to video the whole, kind of do a Half Moon Key full tour. But
Well,
then
there you
that
go.
part can wait.
You get your feet wet first, and they'll get you half of the way, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
cool deal. So what? Maybe now is a good time to. I know we're about to hit 9 o'clock here. I want to be very cautious of time and stuff. What is what do you guys have coming up?
Yes.
What maybe for either the rest of this year or 2023?
Thank you for asking. Chris has the opportunity to actually go on NCL's Prima. So he's going to go on the inaugural, I think it's a 4 or 5 day in November.
Ooh.
So yeah, I have to work.
And we got to take care of our little stash.
Our little baby.
Our little dog.
So I'm
And-
sending Chris on his own.
And the cat. Throw some. But we literally had 4 cruises booked for the end of this year and then into 2023.
Yep.
And we canceled every single one of
We
them.
had him booked a while ago. Yeah. And we canceled him.
Because, well, one thing, we loved MSC so much. We want
wanna
to
go
go back
again.
on MSC. We didn't
Yes.
have MSC on there.
Yes.
And we really want to try maybe some new ones too, maybe celebrity, and they
kinda-
weren't booked either.
Yeah,
so
we're kind of watching how the channel goes, what people respond to. So we have a couple things in the works, but nothing else concrete yet.
we literally
besides
only
the
have Prima, and that's it right now.
Gilbert, so we're trying to get set to go on some with you, and I know a bunch of people are going on the celebrations too, so that would be fun, but
That would be a lot of fun.
trying to work that out.
Yeah, that's the one we're on.
Yay!
Yes.
So, hey,
Awesome. I heard there's a lot of people going on it, so
Yes, October of next year,
yeah,
the non-group cruise.
the non-group,
Lots of
yeah.
fun.
We can just find some of our friends on here that are, and I'll be the third in their cabin.
And I'll be someone else's third.
There we go. We're set.
So yeah, so now, do you have anything planned for 2024 or anything, after that?
No,
We literally canceled everything because we wanted to
be open.
be open and to find the cruises we really, really want to.
And we also
do,
try to
so.
want to kind of connect with a lot of you
Yeah,
guys out there
exactly.
too. I think that's a
Right.
great way to build community, and we want to try to do that. So
Yeah, 'cause
trying to make
we've
that happen.
We've met some wonderful people through
Yes.
doing this channel. So
Yes.
the more we can strengthen that, I think the better for everyone.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and you're getting closer and closer to 1,000, so it won't be long,
We're
and
so
you guys will be
close.
hitting, especially if you
Yes.
keep putting
Yeah.
the videos out like you are. I mean,
Yeah.
really good stuff. I know when I posted your videos in the Facebook group we had, there's several people there said, "Man, I love this couple. You know, I didn't sub to them, or I've seen them before. I really like them." So you guys have a following out there, and they're loyal to you. So
That's so cool.
awesome.
We're
Work
so
you
happy
guys
about
are
that. Thank you guys.
Hopefully they're watching. If they're watching, thank you so much. We so enjoy
Love it.
interacting with everybody.
We love it.
It's just what we love to do. I mean, when we're on a cruise, we don't hardly do half the things we had planned because we stop and talk to the
I talk to
passengers and
every single
crew,
person.
and so when we get comments on there or people send us messages, or I mean, we just love
We
that
love
stuff,
it.
so.
We absolutely love it. That's like the really coolest part. And I'm sure you guys, I'm sure a lot of creators out there, that's kind of what makes you keep going, you know?
Yeah, I do. I like Michelle's like over here like, oh, God.
I am definitely an
Her
introvert.
and Anthony are both introverts, and I'm the totally opposite of that. And
Right.
I'm talking to somebody, Michelle's like, she's all nice and everything, but I can just feel it going, oh my gosh, please let it be over.
Right.
Not against the other person, but she's like, look at Lauren right here. Yes, Mike does too, especially when people call out his name. The only time somebody calls my name out is usually when they're getting on to me. So when somebody else says, Mike Lovelace, I'm like,
Oh gosh,
who, me?
what I do?
Me? What I do? I didn't do it. Hey, we want to be respectful of your time. We thank you so much for coming on here. Please
Yes,
come
thank
back.
you. It's
Please
nice to
come
meet
back
you.
on again, and we're
Yeah.
definitely going to take your
I can't
riddle
wait.
hill, and we're going to try to figure that thing out.
Yes, we
Awesome.
are.
And we will definitely let you know if we find something or not. But hey, those in the chat tonight, please go like and subscribe to Beth and Chris's channel. Great channel. They go over food and fun and, of course, drinking and all kinds of good.
Yes.
Tase.Try.Travel. Yeah, I mean, they do it all.
Try to
So,
do everything.
yeah, they do it all. And we enjoyed their stuff. And I know the Gilberts, thanks to Gilberts for first introducing them to us, over a year ago. I think it was, they were getting ready for the
Robin
Mardi
and
Gras. I saw the
Teresa.
Mardi Gras vlogs. And that really, really helped out a lot.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
Thank you guys.
Yes.
Talk to you soon.
Bye.
Have fun on your
Bye.
cruise.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Oh, no
Thank
problem.
you.
Thank you. So that's so much fun, right? Hey, and we actually look decent over here tonight.
Yeah,
Or
that's not bad.
you look good. I don't look good.
Oh,
But
come on now.
thank you guys. Again, we don't know next week if we will go live or not. We're getting back in town on Thursday. We go Saturday morning. We're going to get up and drive down to Charleston the morning of the cruise. And then we're getting back on Thursday and have to hightail it back
Get Anthony from
to
school.
pick Anthony up from school. So that's going to be interesting. But you guys have a great night.
Thank you for joining us.
We love you guys, and thanks for joining. And again, sub to Beth and Chris's channel.
Absolutely. They are so
Awesome
great.
channel. Great channel. And we're going to try to find the gold.
Yes, we are.
Let's find the gold, Michelle.
It's going to be fun.
Let's find the gold.